Hello, good morning, welcome back. I want to start doing a new type of video, so we're going to start right now. I want to start doing a little bit more on the trade review side, talking about what I did, why I did it, how I found it, and that sort of thing. So I thought we'd start with today. Super clean trade, a little over 100 points on the runner. I only took one trade on the day. It was very simple on how I found it and why I took it, so we're going to get just straight into it. I'm going to start with a quick fast forwarded like 1 minute video of the trade, and then I will talk about why I took the trade and everything. So let's do it. If we get heavily short underneath this, I might try and take this range to open up a short for us to get down into that lower wick. I'm going to start my shorts here.
Order filled. Order filled.
Trimming half.
Order
40
filled.
points. I'm going to take another trim on the hesitation. Just going to leave myself one runner. If we have this sort of volume, we should see the bottom of the range, which means we'll be able to finish the position and reestablish. Damn, man. Taking it there. 110 points on the runner. Straight level to level. Oh, what a fucking trade, man. Alright, good morning. Absolutely beautiful day. A little over 100 points on the runner. We got a 40 point trim, a 60 point trim, and then a little over 100 on the run. So I just want to get into this and talk about the trade, why I took it, how I found it, what I was thinking in the morning, and really just that sort of thing. So I trade and do a lot of my charting off Tradeovate, but I like looking at the weekly through TradingView, so I'm quickly going to jump over there. So I start almost every single day out with looking at the weekly chart. I usually like to go very far out, look at the weekly, see where we are on the weekly, and then I kind of go top down on my analysis. We finally got out of this 9/10 week range and we closed super strong last week on that weekly. But in my opinion, the fact that we started with such a high close on the last weekly and we started up here wasn't like amazing for us. So my main idea when I saw this super high weekly close and we had no structure on this new weekly was that I wanted to see a lower move with a lower wick and some sort of structure test underneath us before we were going to move up. What that means is that in the morning, my A+ setup would have actually been a move down for us to hold before we eventually get this move up on the weekly and we go into all-time highs again. Once I'm off the weekly, I usually drop into the 4-hour or the 1 hour. It was the 1 hour this morning because we did not have very much 4-hour action up where we were. Being that we were up here before we started the morning, the only thing that I was really taking into account was this one zone that we held the bottom of. 22,271. We held the bottom for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours. Also had a nice rejection. We had a nice hold here, and then if you zoom out previously, our only action that we gapped up on those new highs held that zone as well. So I really liked it. I didn't really change it. We put it down here in the morning and I just left it there. So then my thoughts are we are way up here on a weekly. We need a lower test and a lower wick of the weekly before we get strong and we actually move up for it to be a strong move. So I technically wanted to see a move down, which would have started that weekly candle. So back to Tradeovate. This is what the 1 hour looked like on the 5 minute. Beautiful hold of that zone actually, at least in the morning. Hold, 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 hold. Very nice looking. So I wanted to see if we were going to end up getting this lower move down for the weekly. I wanted to see if we could catch it instead of waiting 500 points to the downside for a trade. So in the morning I said I just wanted to see if we can get nice short volume and nice momentum underneath this level. I hate trading super close to the open, so in my opinion the 635 is a little bit sketchy. But 625, 5 minutes before the open, we had a massive move under. We held the open underneath, held that move again under the open print, held under the open print again, and it just looked really good. We had the EMA holding us down, we had the momentum and the volume underneath the level, and we really needed that lower move to complete that lower weekly wick. The way I traded it, waited for that move, waited for the open, waited for confirmation of the open. The next 5 minute that moved down, we actually got a close underneath, so we knew we were on the right side of things. I wanted to see another strong move underneath for a trim. We started hesitating halfway through the range, so I trimmed again just to keep myself safe, and then I just held the runner down with the trend and the EMA. I think for the lower level I probably could have made it slightly higher, because now when I go back and I zoom out, I have this lower level at the 22,100, which isn't amazing. We have a small rejection, small bounce, but I think up here at this 22,140 is really where it should have been, where it should have closed. Most likely, just looking at the price action, especially in the hourly. Beautiful hold, beautiful bounces. So we didn't quite make that lower zone, but I saw this as we were trading, and I saw the hesitation between this and this, and I took the full thing off. Honestly, I'm really happy with the entry, with the exit. We were super close to the level without entering right on it with no confirmation. Held the opening print for the move down, and then this lower level basically closed at the bottom. We haven't seen really lower except for that one little burst. Have not seen lower. We have not made highs. We would have just been sitting in this void. So really nice close. I don't think I'd really adjust or change anything. Looking back at this, there's nothing that I really could have done differently that would have been better. Maybe mark that 22,140 here, but I closed underneath it, so it's not like we bounced it and then moved up. So it's super clean. So I'm happy with this trade. 40 point trim, 60 point trim, 105 points, 106 points on the runner. Minimal size, I had 4 micros in it. Minimal size, I had 4 micros on it. I trimmed 2, I trimmed 1, I kept 1 micro, just 1 micro. All the way down, it turned out for a very nice day. I'm always way more satisfied holding small size for massive moves than big size for like 10-20 points. Feels a lot better like this, and then if it runs backwards on you, you don't get absolutely crushed. So I'm really happy with this. I'm going to start doing these videos more. I'm going to start doing more reviews and why I took them, how I found them videos. But I thought this would be a good start. Nice and quick, nice and simple. Beautiful trade, no drawdown. Maybe like a little bit of drawdown, but hopefully that makes sense. Top-down analysis, looking at the weekly first, then getting 4-hour, 1-hour levels, and then taking 5-minute action on those levels. Really seems to be the way. It's been super smooth. We've been ending up in massive trends. I'm really happy with this move. Caught basically right off the open, closed right at the bottom. It is now 9 o'clock, so if we do end up moving lower or higher, I don't really care because I try not to trade for the first after the first hour and a half, 2 hours. And yeah, that's gonna be it. I appreciate your time. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.